With everything that's going on in the world right now, it might feel hard to laugh. But with everything that's going on in the world right now, maybe laughter is what we need most. You want your videos to be polarizing anyway, and it's a great way to do that. It's bound to piss off somebody. Many of my clients are just starting their video journey after 20 years or more in business. The business is not the problem. The content creation for a new way of being in the world, that's the challenge. And I've discovered that for those just starting out, but who want to make a bit of a splash, they'll always do better when they add just a dash or a dab, a dollop, a pinch, a sprinkle, a smidgen, a speck, or even a plate full of humor. Sometimes a whit. Occasionally a taste, a trace, a trickle, a modicum, or even less. A dot, a driblet, a grain, a shred, a mite. It's actually easier to be funny and engaging than serious and engaging. Most people think it's the opposite. Now, I get it. We look at comedians and think, oh, I could never do that. Imagine holding an audience of 300 people in the palm of your hand while they double over in laughter. Actually, I have a Walter Mitty-esque fantasy about being a comic that is best kept in the closet with my members-only jacket. But on video, anyone can be a little funny and in front of thousands of people. And it's generally better than being serious, especially when you're starting out, because being both serious and engaging is an advanced skill. It will usually not end all that well. You do it when you feel like if you don't speak out, you'll bust. There's been more than enough reason for that lately, spewing out of the matrix. They probably do want us to feel bad. Dispirited, glum, depressed, blue, despondent, woebegone, dismal, and above all, discouraged. And that kind of energy has limited appeal. Most people are dealing with so much right now that getting more of that energy added to their plate is something that they'll avoid just so they can make it through the day. On the other hand, humor will make you both attractive and memorable. So people will sign up for more from that guy that does the thing, where he shows how, he blended his iPhone.
I think I'll press the buy now button.
Because we're drawn to humor naturally. It makes us feel better. We like being around people who make us feel good. And in this case, it could not be easier. All I needed for this video was a thesaurus. I know people say humor is dangerous, but there really are only two potential problems. One is if it's too silly, which doesn't work well for the caliber of people you probably want to reach.
I'm not prepared to pursue my line of inquiry any further, as I think this is getting too silly.
I once literally dressed up as a clown for a product launch. Don't do that. No one is impressed by that. And secondly, if you're not careful, it can transform you from lighthearted to mean-spirited. And that can happen at any moment, especially today. So when you have to make a reference to this f***ed up world we're all living in right now, don't say things like f***ed up world. Instead, just say, especially today. Those who have ears will hear you, and those who don't have ears can't be offended. Think about these three things before your next video, and I can almost promise you'll get more engagement. 1, don't take yourself too seriously. The topic can be very weighty. You can even talk about nuclear arms. But if you're too serious, your on-camera energy will bring you down, way down, like bring out the paddles down. 2, a tiny bit of self-deprecating humor goes a long way. I mean kiddie size, puny, exiguous. Well, but no words that make someone reach for the dictionary like exiguous. The reason this works, especially in the beginning, is that your audience wants to know if you're relatable, if you're human. And a little glimpse at your soft underbelly makes you less intimidating. And 3, and I think most important of all, give a damn. And certainly don't be afraid to let it show, because the contrast between that and some lighthearted humor will absolutely separate you from all those well-meaning souls braying on about their specs and features. I'll post some resources below, but the most important thing is to start. Don't worry that it won't be perfect. Think about what you just watched. How perfect does it have to be? Do your best. Give a damn. Get out your thesaurus and get on the path to visible authority.